No music. And we are live. Hello, folks. Welcome today. Nicole, I just want to welcome you to Harem Family Digital. And it is such a
Hi,
joy.
I've never been here before. Sorry,
Okay,
if you haven't been here before, I've been here a lot.
yeah, look, welcome to Home Family Digital. If you've just stumbled across us tonight, my name is Leanne, and my guest tonight is Nicole Masseque. And Nicole is from Sydney. And Nicole, you've been running a digital business now for 2 years. And the reason why I know that is because this Nicole Masseque is my best friend. We have been buddies for over 20 years. Hello, Ruth. It's good to see you. Ruth has just said, hello, ladies.
Hello.
And there's another wonderful buddy of ours here in Sydney. So, Nicole, I would love you to take the microphone, take the stage, and just share with people, why did you choose a digital business? Let's just jump on straight in there.
Why did I choose a digital business? I chose a digital business.
I know.
There's so many different angles I can go with this. But really, I chose a digital business because at the time, well, even now, my son has a chronic pain condition. And at the time, I needed to give away my job that I loved. I used to be an executive director at a university and running all the fun things at a university. And but he was too unwell, and I really needed the time to look after him and to take my son to all his medical appointments, because he was having, between 4 and 7 appointments a week. And then we were trying to add an hour or two of school, like going to school physically, for a little while. And so I had left my job and was trying to, I was trying to do everything. And really, COVID happened. And so if you haven't noticed already, I'm a bit of an extrovert. I love to talk, and I love people, and I get my energy from people. So for me, when I left a role that I loved, I was intending on doing all these things to sort of fill that extrovert in me. So do some volunteer work with Red Frogs, and I was going to have all these social events in between all the appointments. And that didn't happen. And so I kind of started to lose myself. I think heaps of people in the last couple of years have lost themselves. And like, I was in the midst of the confusion of what to do with my son's health, what specialists to go to, what advice, because there's conflicting advice. I was a sole parent at the time. Like, I was just struggling. I couldn't see. They say you can't see in front of your nose. Like, I was just doing what was necessary. And then, my savings were running out, and I thought, okay, I really need to figure out how I can live. But I didn't know how I could do that with all the appointments that were so necessary for Declan to, have some sort of relief from his chronic pain condition. I went to a job interview, and I just came back so disheartened from the interview. It wasn't that the interview went bad. It was, I didn't know how I could do it. And look, even just going back there right this second, I just didn't know how I could do anything. And so Leanne had actually sent me a link probably a year beforehand. And well, our beautiful Leanne is such an entrepreneur. She tries all these things, and she helps all these people. And I thought, oh, what's she gotten into again? But
Yeah.
I saw such growth in her in that year as well that it's like, okay, something must be going all right. So about 11 o'clock one night, or the same day that I went to that interview, actually, I watched the webinar that she sent through. And seriously, within a couple of minutes, I'm like, I think I can do this. By the end of the 90 minutes, I'm like, I think I'd really love this, you know? And I was going to join straight away, but I really wanted to see Leanne's face when I did it. And I was meant to be going and working with her because I was supporting her daughter. And then, unfortunately, then their household got sick, so I couldn't go. Yeah. So I ended up doing like a video call with her. And seriously, her scream, her excitement, her joy was huge.
It was worth it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to say I've seen that joy again since, though. When more people start deciding to become business owners and change their life, I see that joy, I see that spark.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I so badly wanted to say, I told you so. I told you you would like it.
You did. You have. It's okay. I got it. But I do think that you got to get there yourself, because if you get pushed in, like, I'm not a pushy salesperson or anything. So I'm not someone that, if someone tries to push me into something these days, I do the opposite. I hightail it out of there. Yeah, it's like, no, not for me, and run away. And that is why I love what we do, because we just be ourselves. Yeah. And yeah, I just love it.
I love that Riff said, I'm laughing big time. It's so true.
Yes, she's so laughing that you're picking on me. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool, Nick. So look, as a part of this business, what sort of impact has it upon your life? Because you did actually mention just now that you saw a difference in me from a year from when I first started. And I was a social entrepreneur back then. I loved helping people, often out of my lack, I will say, to my own detriment. And you saw me get involved in different things. And so you were very wary, but you watched my journey. You still let me, you go, girl, go do your thing. But you saw a difference in me over the year. So now my question for you is, so how has it affected your life?
There's a huge difference in my life. So first off, I get to choose what I do when I do it. And which is great. So that means I can take Declan to his appointments. I do some part-time job work as well, because I just want to. My husband and I are saving up for lots of different things. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. However, through this business, even after the first month, like I was telling you that, like, my mood was really low and I just was struggling full time. I was just struggling. And I kind of was, I was feeling powerless. And I think I've got my power back. I've got my confidence back. And like that was in the first few months. And then now, so 2 years on, I totally believe in myself. I believe in other people as well. And I am so passionate about helping people and passionate about seeing people's lives transform. And I don't want anyone to have to be in the situation I was in to transform. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. A lot of people, I've had so many soul parents talk to me in the last few months and just go, okay, things need to change, because what's happening right now isn't working. And all they are is stressed and worried. Whereas through what we do so much work on the individual person to help them that, like, I just love it. And so through that passion, like through that realization of how much I love helping people,
Yeah.
yeah, like I've really just found myself. I just know that I'm on the path that God has for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So I know Nicole, we talk a lot about, you know, how things just seem to lead and open doors for other areas in your life as well.
Mhm.
Would you say that you've noticed that as well? Like the skills that you've learned from this business? Yeah, you're laughing, but do you feel
Oh,
like,
I'm giggling because if I go back to, like, I'd previously been a dreamer and a planner, and then that sort of 6-12 months just before I became a business owner, I lost my ability to dream. I
yeah,
struggled so much with trying to think of something great and amazing, and, you know, like, it was just really
yeah,
hard. I literally remember my now husband saying, you know,
yeah,
"Well, what are you dreaming? What do you wanna do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know. I lost it."
mm, yeah, wow,
And, you know, so I wouldn't say it's 100% because of this business, but it absolutely helps you get your mindset going and,
mm,
like, in the right direction. And, you know, have always had amazing support and, you know, just so many different things. But like, I reignited my dream to sing at the opera house. And I didn't only just dream about it, I took action and I did something about it. And so on Saturday night, I was one of 300 people singing with the Philharmonic Choir in the Sydney Opera House. And, you know, Kamal was there. Have you heard of
wow.
Kamal, the singer?
Yes, of course,
He was in the
yes.
audience. Like, I walked past and I go, "Was that Kamal?" It's like, "Oh my god, someone's like famous watching us." It was so cool. It was so
That is
cool.
awesome.
And so
Yeah,
instead of thinking it's too hard, it's like, "Okay, what can I do?" Was it hard for me to go and make the time through exhaustion and all these things for rehearsals for 3 months? Absolutely. Did I make it a priority? Yes, I did. Did my business stop while I was doing that? No way. In fact, while I've
no.
been rehearsing, my business has tripled. So,
Oh, wow.
I don't know about you, but I think that means that you need to follow your passions and do what you enjoy doing,
Yeah,
and success comes with that.
yeah. You're doing what makes you happy, and therefore,
Yeah.
like, there's a beautiful energy about that as well, isn't
Mm.
it? It's just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
that's really,
anyway,
really cool.
think
I
about
love that
yeah.
you said, like, you kind of broke down, like, the journey
Yeah.
of that. Like, you had a dream, you had a hope one day that you would sing at the opera house. And so through the skills that you've learned through our training, you had your goal and then you worked back from that. So what do I have to do to get there? So, you know, like, you have to actually apply. You have to actually put your hand up and say, how do I do
Audition.
this to somebody? Audition. So you
Yeah.
auditioned and then you turned up for practice. You did the hard work behind the scenes. You had to learn Latin and some other language as well, which is
Italian.
just
Yep.
incredible what you achieved over that time. And you put the time and effort in, and you succeeded, and you sang at the opera house, which is just absolutely amazing. Amazing. And I know for a fact that your mum and your sister and your son were super, super proud of you. So, and they were
Yes.
there. I'm super proud of you for achieving it. And I unfortunately wasn't there. But oh my gosh, like, you know, well done. Yeah, it's just fantastic. So congratulations on that, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. My next big question for you. And Ruth says true words, inspirational. Yeah,
Thank you, Ruth.
yeah. So, Nikki, can I just ask you, so what's next for you? So you've ticked the opera house off your list. You've done that. What's the next big goal?
Yeah. Well, I was literally talking to my husband about what cruise we can go on about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, but what family thing we can do? Because like he's I guess missing his family in Africa at the moment. And we've had a few years of my family's Christmases. And he's like, but let's do something a bit different. I'm like, okay, but what? What's different?
So that's
So
exciting.
yeah, we're just looking at a few different things there. And we are planning a couple of big sort of holidays mashed up with work and business, as in, well, businesses, as in, Barriash is looking at 3 months away with his family. And then in the next 12 months after that, where the two of us are looking at a 3-month trip. So we want to do some touring, and we are going to do our business, our digital business. Plus, we're going to sing and perform because both of us sing and perform. And so,
excellent.
like throughout Africa, and then like we're just mapping out where we'd like to go, but we have a number of places that have invited us. Singapore's definitely on the list because he normally goes there every 2 years to do
That's
performances.
exciting.
So yeah.
So for our
Yeah.
audience, would you like to name drop your
Ah,
husband's
Nicole
name
V
so they can go and
Masseque. Yeah.
yeah,
If you want
go
to
and
see him and you're in Sydney, you can go to the basement on the 18th of November. He and
nice.
the all-star band's playing there. I went and saw
Mm.
them last night. So it's been a big musical weekend for me.
Oh, that's awesome. So the 18th of November at the basement in Sydney.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah,
if you
actually wrong place. It's not the basement. Lazy Bones.
Lazy Bones.
Lazy
Okay.
Bones at Narrockville.
So what we might do, we'll put a link in the comments here as well. Wonderful. Well, Nicole's frozen on me there.
Oh, you're frozen on me. Oh, no. I'm not sure who's frozen, if it's Leanne or me. Well, I'll just keep talking for a little bit. Oh, Lee is frozen. It's not me. Okay. Thanks, Ruth, for letting me know. The other thing about that I love about being a digital business owner is I can choose my time, and I love helping people. So I have been working on this project with people to, I guess, get them to be the next leaders there. Oh, Lee is gone completely. Anyway, so what I enjoy doing is helping people structure their business, and even things as simple and as easy as a calendar. Like lots of people never use calendars, and I love putting things in calendars so I don't double book things. But I also love it because then I get it out of my head, and we just go from there. And it's one thing that Leanne and I have worked on, and she normally giggles at me. So, yeah, it's interesting. I'm just going to check on Lee and see what's happening. Otherwise, I can keep talking. Ruth, are we still on? Can you just let me know? Oh, so lovely. Ruth's just said that I've helped her so much. And one thing I will say is, I guess going back to, my goal and my goal to get in and sing at the Opera House, part of it is also that what I was able to do is with business life, I guess you've got to take that first action. So you've got to actually, click on the links and watch the webinar and watch the videos and then make decisions for yourself. And if you think you're interested, then take that next step. And then you get an opportunity to watch all these coaching videos and decide what you want to do. And no one's going to pressure you because, as I said, if it was something that's pressuring, I'd be out of here. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And we are always there for you. And I seem to have lost Leanne, but what I might do is I might finish the interview and I will talk to you all soon. Okay, bye. I can't hear you. Oh, no. Hi. I don't know what's going on. It seems that I couldn't hear Leanne, so maybe she was just leaving.
Can you hear me?
Yay!
So I was just like telling everybody about, this is live video and anything can happen. And we have a storm here in Sydney brewing. So that's probably what's happened. But I'm on my phone now, Nick.
Okay.
So, and
Awesome.
I was just saying, but nobody could hear me about how exciting it's been for you that you've been able to achieve your goals of singing at the opera house and spending time with your music, which is something that you're really passionate about. And this business has really opened up just little opportunities for you to work towards your goals. It's not going to, put you on the stage of an opera house like that, which is
No.
just the same as, when you join a digital business, you're not going to be successful overnight like that either. You've got steps that you've got to work towards, hey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Nicole, look, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your time. It has been a joy seeing that light come back on. Like, seriously, it was a hard time back then. It really was.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that with everybody today. But I just there's something that you often say, and that's be brave.
Mm.
Be brave and believe in yourself and take that step, take that action. And you did that. You did that, and it's been a fun journey. We've had our ups and we've had our downs as we've gone through, and we've had to learn things. But it's
And
just
then
been an
relearn
absolute joy.
things as things change.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, they do change, and just believing in yourself really is a big journey in itself,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. such a pleasure to spend time with you. We'll end it there. And Ruth, thank you so much for watching. And we also I think we had Rachel as well. Did I see
Yep.
Rachel there from Southwest Australia?
Western
Thanks,
Australia.
ladies,
Yep.
yeah. Thanks for watching and for your support. And guys, thank you if you're watching wherever you are in the world, night or day. And if you're watching the replay, how about putting where you're from in the comments? We'd love to see that. And Nicole, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind putting some details about Beriash's upcoming performances so people can go and snoop and have a look at his amazing work as well? And if there's any recordings of your performance over the weekend, we'd love to see a bit of that as well. Is that possible?
No one's recorded it. You're not allowed to do recordings in the Opera House, so you just have to attend.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So there you go.
Photos, but you've got them.
Yeah, I have got the photos. Absolutely. And that they were delightful. And I loved your go live that you did before you went in with the cruise boat in the harbour as well. That was just so much fun. So guys, maybe I'll put Nicole's link down below. You can go and check out her page. Have a look at the go live if you haven't seen it already on my page as well. And again, thanks guys for joining us tonight. And sorry about the long pause. And yeah, it's just been a delight, Nicole. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.